a world where people walk backwards, one person attempts to do it all and walks out of frame. But he's not afraid to come back into frame. Okay, I really don't know what I'm doing there. Let's just start the episode. How we doing? We're good? We're good? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Feels like I should have done something else. Welcome back to Rin Furniture. Today we are carrying on with doing some work out in the front yard. I think we're going to be digging some holes, but of course every day starts off a little different in my little shed and outside of the shed. Today we are firstly going to take a delivery. No, we're not doing that. I was kind of thinking of the Wonder Years. So on this day, I was ready to take delivery of these posts. Oh, hold on. No. Something else happened before that. Can we rewind? I think this is the part. So today we can't hear a lot without these. With these, today we're going to be shoveling a lot of bark from one place to another. So I'd received 1 cube of playground bark. It's actually softer bark. It's not that hard stuff you put in your garden. It's got quite a bit of give. 1 cubic meter of bark is quite big. I put it in the driveway. So all of this bark, it's got to go over there. Yeah, somewhere in there. It's not far to go, but I had to go and grab one of those little wheelbarrow things. I didn't want to actually get an actual wheelbarrow. I wanted to get like a little cart. One thing you can do with those carts is that you can sit on it and go down a hill. But I didn't do that. It was just a lot more convenient. I'm guessing it took about 20 to 30 trips. Dumping it was a little tricky. Even though you could just like lift it and dump it, you still had to kind of pick it up and get it all the way out. But any type of gardening work, you really do want to have the tools. The problem with gardening tools is they actually do take up a lot of space. So I probably wouldn't have bought a wheelbarrow or a large amount of gardening tools if I had a small garden. If I had a large garden, I would make sure I had a big shed to put all those gardening tools in, because one of the worst things that you can do is have all of these tools but make it too hard to access. So you can kind of see here the sheer amount. I had probably done maybe 6 or 7 loads by then, and there's still tons more to go. It took about 2 hours, and I did actually have some help. Oh, while we're at it, if you're enjoying my videos, maybe you could give it a bit of a like. And if you enjoy them so much you can't wait to see next week's one, maybe you could hit that subscribe button so next week when I upload the next video, you can get a notification. Anyway, on with the video. No. We're not going to do that again. We're going to stick to the story. It was about 2 days later, after I'd received the bark, that I got all the wooden posts. And we unloaded it from the truck, and then I actually had to move them all again to get them in the right place, plus all of the cement. The cement's like 20 kilograms each, and I think I bought 8 bags, and I actually had to go and buy 4 more. Well, today is the big day. We've just got some wood, and we've got to prepare the ends and get ready to put 2 posts in for the ground. So I need some gloves, preferably some gloves that aren't going to cause a problem. Let me be clear on this. The posts are H5, and in New Zealand that means you're allowed to put it in the ground and have water around it. It should last for, I guess, 20 to 50 years. It should last. It's for house piles. So it's going to go in the ground, 600, somewhere there. Let's grab a pen. No, it's not helpful. So 600 is here. Also, I'm not a structural engineer, so I put the posts in 600 deep, plus an extra 100 mil because I put something underneath it to stop the transfer of water. It just means that when you put the concrete in, you don't have concrete sitting on the bottom, because concrete's porous and it can cause water to seep through it through capillary action. Well, that's what happens in the post anyway. Stir contents before and regularly. Okay, we need to stir it, which is not ideal because I cannot be bothered. Oh, this is tarry. And it pongs. It'll be just my luck that it'll start to rain, and then all of this will be for nothing. I need to make 2 coats. So this is essentially like a protector of some sort, like a bitumen creosote protector. And this is mainly for ingrain. So it's just so that these will last a lot longer in the ground. I dribble on here about something, as I normally do, but the longer I took, the greater the chance it was going to rain. So it then rained. Of course it rained. And it rained quite a bit. It didn't really matter too much. I mean, the wood was fine and the paint, well, it's not really paint, but it was fine. Oh, camera's not waterproof. And now we get to the digging. This took a long time. Oh my gosh. It took a long time, and the crazy thing about it is that I actually had the digger in there about a week earlier, and I moved all of that dirt. All of that dirt in that area had already been sort of tumbled around. So I thought, oh, sweet as, I'll be able to just dig it all out with minimal effort. What I didn't realize was that when I pulled all of the dirt out with the digger, and it took all the root systems up with it, when I put it back down, I actually just put the roots back in it. I didn't actually fish any of the roots out. So the thing that was quite hard to do was digging out all of the roots, and I kept on hitting the roots. So one hole took about 45 minutes to dig, which, okay, is probably okay, but I could have done it a lot quicker had I not put all of those roots back in. Oh, it's hard work, and it is only 3:17 in the afternoon on a Sunday. I've got Bruce Hornsby in the range playing in my ears, and I'm sweating, and I've dug a fairly good hole. I'll show you. So we're looking at about 600. Got a bit more to dig out, but it's looking good. So then I did one hole on one side and then another hole on the other side, taking just as long. Actually, it probably took a little bit longer the second hole because there were far more roots. I've watched a lot of DIY videos, and you see people who dig these holes 4 posts and they're perfectly square, and it's like a, I don't know, Minecrafted out a chunk of dirt. My holes weren't anywhere near that pretty, but I don't think that really matters how pretty they look. It would probably be different if you needed to see the concrete in the ground, like it was visible, but in our case it will be covered by the bark. Now, I've probably talked to you about what we're doing here. We're putting in a swing. So I purchased the bark and got it delivered way too early, and one of the problems with digging these holes, and we will see this next week, is that I had to keep moving all the bark, and I moved that bark maybe about 6 times. Whew. Well, 2 holes dug, one tidy one not so tidy, a little bit of rain coming. We've got the 2 holes dug. Sorry, it's cold and it's raining and I'm snotty. So we've got the tidy one over there. Then this one, it's not that tidy, but it is definitely flat. Well, I think these holes are in the right place. It's quite hard to show you, but that one and that one just, they look like a hair out. Anyway, we're nearly there with the swing. I'm tripping over stuff. Just a short video this week, because next week we're going to continue with our building of the swing, and we're going to get up to some of this. I have already lost one of the camera raincoats. Start dropping this concrete in. Bit anxious, to be perfectly honest. Once again, I really appreciate you watching these videos. Give it a bit of a like, subscribe, and next week I'll be here, hopefully in a different coloured plaid t-shirt. It's getting colder, so I have to make sure that I'm warmer. I've even got new pants, but you can't see them. Maybe next week you'll see them. Anyway, have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next week.